Welcome to another video on Axis and Allies Revised. This one was shot after the first American turn. One of the things that they built was an aircraft carrier. The planes that are on them came from the eastern United States, and from the western United States it flew there. And the rest of the American fleet, including the destroyer that starts in Zone 20, moved to off the coast of Brazil, along with the bomber and the other units from the eastern United States. Why did they move to Brazil? Well, they can either attack France, so go to Zone 7, they can go to Zone 13, which is also either France or Algeria, which can be attacked from Zone 12 as well, but they can also move to either Zone 17 or Zone 23, should there be a large Axis attack on Africa to help out the British there. So Brazil is a very strategic territory in Axis and Allies Revised. Not sure just quite how historical that is, but hey, there you go. It just works in this game. So you know, because if you want to attack from the United States itself, well, you can go to Algeria, but not actually here. That is, you can't land there, and you can't get to France either, you know, so this is just a very strategic location to be in. In China, as I said, I'm using all the optional rules, so that also means you get to place a free Chinese infantry, either in China, well, this part of China, not sure what it's called, or in Guangdong, obviously, as long as you control it. And I placed it there, and I built a US factory there too. So that should really hold up the Americans, and I moved one American/Chinese infantry into Russia, and another optional rule is Lend-Lease, so I'll get to convert that one into a Russian infantry on the Russian turn. Note that I also deducted 2 IPC from the American income during the collect income phase, because both the Americans and the British lose 1 IPC per German sub on the board. Now, they're only in the Baltic. Normally speaking, I guess that wouldn't really cause a lot of losses. But I decided not to house rule that, you know, because if the Germans want to heavily invest in subs, well, yeah, that will really go at the cost of land units and their strength against Russia. And, you know, so I just decided to keep it that way. In the Pacific, the fleet from Hawaii is along with a fighter from Hawaii moved down here along with the sub to form a combined fleet with the British. Now, I wasn't really actually afraid the Japanese would get to them, but this way they just form a much stronger fleet, and they may have some options on the next turn, for instance. And I bought another transport, and I believe also the infantry I put in the eastern US, but I moved the infantry from the central United States to the west. And yeah, those were really the most important things that happened. The US didn't actually conduct any attacks. So again, thank you for watching, and this concludes the first turn of the game for all the nations. So we're moving on with turn 2, and it's up to the Russians again. Thank you for watching.